Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will journey through The Lone Star Ranger by Zane Grey. The Lone Star Ranger is a classic Western novel by Zane Grey, an American author known for his vivid depictions of the Old West. Published in 1915, the book explores the journey of Buck Duane, a young Texan who becomes an outlaw after a fateful encounter forces him into a life on the run. Through Duane's eyes, Grey offers a deep dive into the harsh landscapes, moral dilemmas, and turbulent lives of Texas outlaws, showcasing his skill at capturing the spirit of the rugged frontier and its characters. Plot summary: Buck Duane's story begins in Texas, where the legacy of his gunslinging father casts a long, dark shadow. Duane is young, burdened by an intense nature that he can scarcely control, an inheritance of fiery blood and a steady hand with a gun. His family and friends know him as a man of strength and potential, but they also know the risks that temperament brings. One day, a man named Cal Bain arrives in town, drunk and spoiling for a fight. Bain bears an old grudge against Duane, taunting him publicly. In a flash, Duane finds himself locked in a showdown that ends with Bain's death, a fateful moment that marks him as an outlaw. As his neighbors turn wary eyes upon him, Duane has little choice but to flee. His uncle prepares a horse and supplies, offering words of warning and hope, though he knows Duane may never return. With a heavy heart, Buck Duane rides into the wild, leaving behind his family and the life he knew. Now a fugitive, he ventures toward the Rio Grande, a borderland known for harboring criminals, loners, and men who live beyond the law. In the desolate plains, Duane encounters an outlaw named Luke Stevens, a wiry, talkative man who recognizes him instantly. Together, they ride through the harsh Texas landscape, each man knowing that the company of a friend is rare on the outlaw trail. Luke, however, is mortally wounded in an ambush by a rancher with an old grudge. Duane tends to Stevens, and as the man fades, they share a bond born of misfortune. When Stevens finally dies, Duane buries him in a shallow grave and pushes on, alone. Through days of travel and long nights of uneasy sleep, Duane's spirit sinks. Memories of Bain's death haunt him, as if the slain man's ghost lingers on the plains. Duane feels the weight of his actions. Though he knows he killed in self-defense, he cannot deny the streak of violence that flared in him that day, mirroring his father's own past. Every encounter with other men reminds him that he, too, is seen as one who kills, a man quick on the draw. Eventually, Duane reaches a hidden valley by the Rio Grande, a well-watered place dotted with trees and cottonwoods, where he stumbles upon a settlement of outlaws under the rule of a powerful man named Bland. Hardened and cautious, Bland controls the valley, maintaining an uneasy order among its occupants. Duane's arrival creates a stir among Bland's men, who have heard tales of Buck Duane's name and reputation, and their leader sees in him a useful ally, though Duane has no desire to join this gang. His instinct for survival and his stoic demeanor make Bland uneasy. He respects Duane, but distrusts the younger man's independence and resolve. Duane encounters another man, Euchre, an older outlaw with a quiet, weary nature who has survived for years in Bland's camp. Euchre takes Duane under his wing, sensing the potential for friendship in the younger man, and warns him of Bland's brutal nature. Duane learns that Bland's power comes from his ability to enforce loyalty through intimidation and violence. Women are part of his holdings, and he keeps them in miserable servitude, using them to tighten his grip on the men around him. Among them is Jenny, a girl forced into Bland's service, whose gentle spirit moves Duane deeply. Though his life as an outlaw hardens him, Duane's sense of justice flares upon meeting her, and he vows silently to help her escape, despite the danger it would mean for him. As the days pass, Duane's desire to leave grows. Yet leaving means risking his life, for Bland's men guard the valley, suspicious of any who might betray their secrets. With Euchre's help, Duane hatches a plan to rescue Jenny, hoping to free her from Bland's grip and redeem his own spirit. But Bland's men are wary, and Duane knows he must bide his time, waiting for the right moment. One night, Bland and his men head out on a raid, leaving only a few guards behind. Seizing the chance, Duane and Euchre slip through the shadows, reaching Jenny's quarters and urging her to flee with them. Jenny is terrified but finds strength in Duane's quiet assurance. With Euchre's guidance, they take a hidden trail out of the valley, leaving behind the darkness of Bland's world. The journey is fraught with risk, each step bringing them closer to freedom and potential death. Duane senses Bland's men may pursue them, but he remains vigilant, ready to protect Jenny at any cost. As they travel, Duane finds himself drawn to Jenny's kindness, her trust an antidote to the bitterness he has carried. For her, he fights the urge to abandon his outlaw's path and instead takes her safety as his purpose. Finally, Duane and Jenny reach safety in the town of Fairdale, a place where Texas Rangers hold authority. Knowing that Jenny is secure, Duane feels a flicker of peace, but his fate remains uncertain. In Fairdale, he meets a ranger captain who recognizes his name and offers him a rare chance for redemption. The chance to work undercover for the Rangers to capture outlaws like Bland and protect the innocent caught in their crossfire. Though it means risking his life further, Duane accepts, seeing in the offer a possibility for his own salvation. Over the following months, Duane earns a reputation among the Rangers, using his skills to capture dangerous men and carve out a new path as a secret enforcer of justice. His past deeds haunt him, but each encounter, each outlaw brought to justice, adds to his hope of a final peace. Buck Duane's journey from hunted fugitive to a man seeking redemption brings him full circle. He has embraced the wilderness, but not the darkness within it, seeking in his struggles a path to absolution, even as he walks the line between outlaw and lawman. That's it for today, but if you're craving more, dive into the rest of Panhandle Smith Trilogy series by Zane Grey. The details are in the description, or just search on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Zane Grey's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.